We're heading to Shropshire and the Salopian Brewery. This is an almost unpronounceable SYZYGY. I know it's not the right pronunciation, but that's the best I'm going to get. Get ready to rock. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're drinking this beer. This was a beer that I picked up from my local bottle shop. This is Chester Beer and Wine, and it's by the Salopian Brewery in my neighbouring county, Shropshire, and it is a pale ale, double dry hop pale ale, lusciously hopped with Cascade, Vic Secret, Citra and Idaho 7, and it pours naturally cloudy, coming in at 5.3%. The name, let's pronounce it together, shall we? SYZYGY. SYZYGY. I don't know. If someone can pronounce that better, then, you know, they're a better person than I am. Let's face it, my pronunciation is rubbish anyway. It won't be the first beer that I couldn't pronounce, and it certainly won't be the last. But let's see what this beer's like. Salopian Brewery, never heard of them, don't know much about them. But this can, I don't know, something about it sort of jumped out to me. And it's quite funny because I was on Instagram the day I bought it and there was somebody else on there saying, oh, I've just bought a can of this. And from the same place as I bought it. It's a crazy world. So it must be, I don't know, maybe there's a demand. Not the best sort of, something about black cans, you know, you may think it's going to be a premium product. Let's see what it's like, shall we? 5.3% double dry hop pale ale. Certainly beer in a glass, it looks pretty damn good. So we've got this lovely golden yellowy straw coloured, almost, you know, my favourite description, custard coloured, quite sort of thick and very, very hazy for a pale ale. This is a double dry hop pale ale. We've got one finger, a fluffy head, yeah, pretty fluffy. I don't think that will last that long. Let's get some aromas. Yeah, I'm getting a big hits of peach and mango. Bit of pineapple in there. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice aroma. It doesn't sort of jump out of you. It just smells very, very of that sort of stone fruit, mango, peaches, the big sort of aroma. As I said, it's got quite a few different hops in here. Cascade, Vic Secret, Citra, Idaho 7. Some interesting ones in there. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers, everyone. Real tropical sort of fruit notes in there. A little bit of bitterness. Bit of grapefruit bitterness in the back end is coming through. Let's get that front. And it comes through quite quickly. Let's get through the front end sort of flavours. Yeah, I mean, pretty similar to the aromas. Peachy, apricot. Those quite strong flavours. Mango, very big. Mango's a big flavour in this beer. And then that sort of, then it goes straight into a grapefruit type of bitterness. But it's not over bitterness, but it's very, very dry, almost sucking the moisture out of my mouth. It makes me want to go in again just to get that element of refreshment. So I will go in again. It's a nicely crafted beer. You've got those nice fruit flavours on the front. The grapefruit is quite big, but, you know, sometimes I'm a bit sort of apprehensive about bitterness, but I do like it when you get this nice fruit flavour, then you get this real sort of sharp refreshment on the back end with this sort of, you know, almost like grapefruit, pink grapefruits, normal grapefruits, the rind of a grapefruit. There's a lot of grapefruit flavour in this. And it really really dries the back of your throat out and makes you want to keep drinking it. It makes it very drinkable. It's got a nice soft mouthfeel, low levels of carbonation. Yeah, it's a very good beer. 5.3%. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those sort of beers that, you know, it almost drinks higher than that. To me, it's got the sort of body and texture more of an IPA than a pale ale. Obviously, it's double dry hopped. And that's creating this real dryness, certainly in the, you know, in the throat. It's almost making me difficult to keep speaking. It's drying out so much. It's a nice beer, big on the grapefruit flavours though. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for SYZYGY. That's how I'm going to pronounce it, SYZYGY. I don't think that's the right pronunciation. I don't know what a SYZYGY is, what it means or anything. If you know, let me know in the comments. But this is by the Salopian Brewery, based down in Shropshire. It's a nice beer. Certainly looks the part. But firstly, aroma. Well, you've got those big real juicy stone fruit aromas of peaches and mangoes and apricots. And then you get this big wave of sort of real sharp grapefruit, almost like it's like a double grapefruit. You know, you got pink grapefruit, you got yellow grapefruit, and it's quite strong, that grapefruit, after you get those stone fruits. For a 5.3%, you smell it and you think, this is going to be a bit more stronger than it actually is. But it's got a nice aroma, but I'm giving it a 13. Appearance, well, for a pale ale, I think it's pretty damn good. It's really cloudy, it's really thick looking. You can see the lacing of the glass there. The head's pretty much got, you know, it goes quite quickly, but the colour of it, it's a beautiful colour for a pale ale. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Flavour wise, flavours are very similar to the aroma. You get an instant peachiness on the front end, and mangoes, and real stone, that real sort of strong, pulpy stone fruit flavour. And then you get whacked with like this big sort of wave of sort of sharp, zesty bitterness from the grapefruit flavour. You've got the grapefruit rind in there. You've got this pulpiness of it, all the fleshy bits of the grapefruit. You get lots of different complex grapefruit flavours, and that's something that we don't normally say. Usually you get a grapefruit and then that's it. But this grapefruit lingers, and it dries out the throat in such a way that once you keep drinking it, I think it's got a really nice flavour. Whether I'd want to keep drinking it, I'm not sure. Because I think after a few, it's going to dry your mouth out so much that you want to try something else. But it's a solid flavour, and there's a lot of flavour considering it's only 5.3%. So I'm going to get 33 for flavour. Value for money. Well, I picked this can up, I think it was about £4. Not bad, only a little bit more expensive than supermarkets, and for a double dry hop IPA, I think it's, you know, a pretty damn good one. So I'm giving it 8 out of 10 for value. And then my overall experience, well, it's nice to have something like this which has got real strong juicy fruits on the front end and then a real sharpness of grapefruit, a real nice balance. So I'm giving it 14 for overall experience. We top those scores up, we get a damn solid 77. It's a recommended beer. It's a White Snake beer. It's a slide it in, slow and easy. So this is what I'm going to do with this beer. And until the next one, keep on rocking.